Okay, so as unfortunate as it sounds, my file for my intro video actually got corrupted and is no longer showing, so I'm going to do it here. So today we're going to be exploring Preston's abandoned Odeon Cinema, you'll be surprised to hear. And I started off with the history and I had to restart the recording where I left off, not knowing that it was corrupted. So I'm going to go and fill in that area and then it will move on to there. So basically the cinema, well, it was originally the new Victoria Theatre, which opened in 1928. It was then, and it had originally the upstairs smaller cinema room, Odeon 2, was actually a cafeteria. So this place was renamed to the Gaumont at some point in the 1954, and it was changed to an Odeon in like the 1960s, but this all closed in September of 1992, and this is what's left of the old cinema. And I'm taking my prime opportunity to come and explore it while it's open, because this is very rarely open and they're usually straight onto it when it is open on those rare occasions. I believe there's other people in the building, other explorers. But here we go, look, skinhead. This is the main stage. I don't know what this is, it's some kind of weird polystyrene. It's quite satisfying to walk on if you ask me. But I'm going to try and show you just about what we're working with. Let's climb up this onto the stage. Here we go. So this is it's just pitch black. I can hardly show you. I can show you just what's in front of me. I can show you what's down here. This is actually operating right above a nightclub that still operates, obviously because of COVID-19 it will have closed, but it's not abandoned. That's still in use. Obviously is some sort of machine. I couldn't quite tell you what it is. My guess it was something to do with the screen of some, I don't know. I'm not. If you're an expert on cinemas, let me know what that is down in the comments below. I'd be interested to know what that is. Right, and yeah, I'll show you through here. We've got a toilet right here. And there's a classic Coca-Cola can that will have been from 1992, and obviously this bathroom. I mean, look at the state of that, really. It's just filled with rubble. 28 years of decay, and here we are today. Right, it's no use coming in here without a torch. It is pitch black and it's quite dangerous in here. I don't think I'll go down there at the moment. I might consider it later on, I don't know, but it's covered in these sheets to protect the nightclub from water damage. Right. Step over here. Yeah, it's pretty dark. Can't see a lot. You can only see what's right in front of you with this torch. It's pretty cool nevertheless. Still quite like this building. I'll go and see what else there is in here that's of interest. Oh yeah, these tarps as well. As you can see, they've put up tarps in here. Now, because this roof, this whole building's not hardly maintained, the water's going to get in and leak in. So what they'll have done is they put up these tarps to basically, so the water, so it doesn't cause too much damage to the nightclub. So it will all go into here and drain out the bottom into them, and then they'll empty them out at some point. So yeah, that's to prevent damage to the nightclub, that, because the nightclub's right beneath our feet. But there's something you've got to appreciate about an abandoned cinema. And you are supposed to be careful in here because there's supposed to be asbestos and all that interesting stuff. It's so creepy. It's pitch black. Oh, it's creepy. You can hardly see anything. But it's worth... Right, I'll just have to do the whole video short distance. I think that's wise, really. Oh yeah, there were some documents in here. Yeah, I might as well show you them. Because I did come in here 2 days ago. That's when I found out that it was open. And I just had to take advantage of it. Here we go. Some old drinks. Let's do a review on one of them, shall we? Hunt's sweetened pineapple, if it'll focus, I don't know. Sweetened pineapple juice. Obviously doesn't want to focus. That one says sweetened grapefruit juice, and then there's another one the same, but they've got all that sort of gunk in the bottom. Certainly wouldn't want to be swigging out of one of them. Can't imagine they'd be getting a 10 out of 10 in a review. Certainly not. Oh dear. It's not looking very happy for itself, is this old cinema. Here we go, we've got some old files here. Can't really see because it's too much light all on the same area. Just some random things about what they're going to be showing and all that lovely stuff. Right, switch to my thing. Right, and let's see if I can find some old articles. Let's close that little hook on my torch, and here we go. So it's pretty cool if you ask me. Odeon moviegoer. Odeon moviegoer. It's quite cool, really. Medicine man. This was obviously what they were putting on. Wow, so Andrew Prince is the manager. It's probably not very bright. Church Street, Preston. I mean, it doesn't want to focus today, it's on a bad day. Sit down in one of these extra cinema seats. It's hard to show you, really. It's a bit of a weird angle. 192 Filed Road, Preston. It won't want to focus, will it? No, but all of this would have been what they were putting on at the cinema. This was all from 1992, obviously. There's a beer can there. That's not from when the place closed. Someone obviously has brought that in since. Some more boxes. This is what people have left behind. There's the other people. Yeah. Yeah. It was open 2 days ago when I was last here.
Yeah, I think some homeless person must have broken in or something.
Great. Because I couldn't come in here on my own. It's too dark.
Yeah.
We were just coming to check the place out.
Yeah.
And we seen you and then you disappeared. I thought, you must have gone in.
Yeah, I was in there. I was in the main auditorium.
The sad thing about it is I used to come here when it was open.
Wow. That must be cool.
I remember it all.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Right, what are you up to?
Garstang.
Oh, you're not too bad, are you? Right. See you.
So, I've got this cinema from March. There's a lot of junk in here. Got a safe. There's a battery. That's the best before. Okay, that's not retro at all. Let's have a look in here. Don't think I came in here when I was last here. Got some old coat hangers and racks right here. Holy mackerel. That's cool, that. As you can see right here, we've got all of the old. So this has just all been put here. Believe it or not, I think the nightclub owner also owns this, and they put crap in here. Either that, or it was some old stuff from the old cinema left behind, or a bit of both. Who knows? Someone's obviously opened that, haven't they? That's obviously the main gate, so if official people wanted to come in. Yep, and there you go, that was the main entrance to the old cinema at one point. Crazy. Crazy. There's not much down here. This used to be like, used to have all sorts of cafeteria stuff and all of that down here. Oh wow, look at that. That's one of the old things from when they had the queues. It's little bits here and there just left behind. Let's go up here. I'm going to go upstairs now. This is the dangerous part, but also it's pretty cool. It's where the second screen is, and where this really interesting, oh god, look at this. It's where this really cool looking staircase is, the one with the green handle, green railings. Holy crud. We'll go in here first. This is the cool part, besides the main auditorium. There you go. So these were all the old seats for the first auditorium, obviously. Obviously I don't fancy that very much. Don't fancy that at all. And I don't fancy all these floors either. It's a bit spongy. Obviously I'll go up there a bit later. I know what it's like up there. It's dangerous. Here you go. Here's some old classic iconic drinks. Club Lime, cordial. What have we got here? Prize medal, Carling, obviously we all know Carling, the beer, the lager, Tom juice cocktail, Price medal, Hunt's sweet grapefruit, we saw that earlier. What's the best before on this 7-Up? Obviously it's a bit awkward with the torch and all that. It's just rusted, but I'd assume they're all 1993. That's when the place closed. It would make sense because the place closed in 1992, so it expired a year later. That was obviously blocked off quite some time ago. That Heineken's a lot newer. And here's behind the bar. So they had a bar in a cinema room. I don't think I've seen that before. There's some old bits and bobs, but there you go. Obviously you can't see it as well on the camera, but I'll give you some good views of it on the actual of pictures, like actual shots I'm going to take on this camera. I'm hopefully going to get some good ones in here. You can just about see Preston out there. There's the female toilets. This is the female toilets. Bit naughty coming in the female toilets, but I suppose there's no women here, so I suppose we're just about alright. And there you go. Don't know where that leads. I'll probably go down there later on in the video. Obviously I know what's up. I've been up there. That's obviously a toilet. There's not much more to see in there. I've got to be very careful on this one because these are wooden stairs, and because it's got carpet over it, you don't know if it's covering up some rotten floors, so you have to be very, very careful on these. I might have been up them before, but who knows if I fluked it then. Let's turn off my torch here. Wow. This is Preston's Odeon Cinema. There's the smashed window that I remember seeing on the street. Got to be careful. Don't want someone to call the police. Just waste their time, really. And someone decided to put that on there. That's offensive, but I won't judge. Don't know. It's just a bit anti-Semitic. I don't encourage that sort of stuff. And here's all the old seats for the main cinema. There's an old fireplace. So this place is probably, it wasn't originally an Odeon. It's got a weird smell to it, and there's nothing in here really besides a bit of rubble and a boarded up window and an old fireplace, so I won't bore you with that. There's a toilet and a bath. It's pretty much, and then there's this room, which is just a load of rubble and junk. So that's pretty much all there is in here. Oh god. Gotta take it one at a time. One at a time in here. See, look, you can see the carpet that's going over. If the carpet's covering over a hole and you get your foot stuck, it might hurt if you hit some concrete beneath it or something, or even worse, your foot goes all the way through. That really would be bad. Right, I can turn my torch off. Okay, now I need to turn it back on again. I know, shake your head, indeed. And we'll go up here now. I didn't want to have to go up here because it is quite oh, see, this is exactly the thing. I stood on that sponged. Look at that. Oh dear, that's just dangerous. I don't trust this. You see, look, very dangerous. If you're going to do this, do it at your own risk. I'm not responsible if you do anything. If you do this or anything similar, I am not responsible. But this, I think, if I'm correct, would have been the projector room. I forgot to show you the projector room for the main auditorium. I'll show you that later. You can see all the old controls right here for the projector, and some old film reels. I wonder if we can see any of what they say. I'll have a look and then I'll try and show. It's more or less all faded really. But there you go, film reels inside Preston's Odeon Cinema. That is really dangerous. That's like really dangerous. If you're not looking, you could step on that, and trust me, you wouldn't want your foot to get stuck in there. To have one foot on the floor or stable and one foot in there, trust me, you'd be wedged halfway up. It's just not worth it, really. Oh yeah, now we're back here. This was obviously blackened by a fire, at some point in time. It can't have been... Okay, so my recording decided to cut. That's rather annoying, that, rather irritating. But yeah, what I was saying just then is this is now the top part. I'll show you a tour on the way out. But in case you were thinking that you can just climb up on the roof and get in here when it's all sealed up, you're wrong, because I haven't spotted any access points. It's as equally as sealed here and there, and then they've got this metal cage here. So unless you wanted to break in, which I'm strongly against you doing, if you do that it's your fault, I'm strongly against that, then yeah, there's no point climbing on the roof. You'll just probably get arrested for public nuisance for absolutely no reason, and you'll waste police time and resources. So unless you're seriously interested in the roof, just don't bother climbing on the roof. At least that's what it is at the moment. I'm not sure about the future. Obviously there's this here. I don't know where my recording cut off, so I'm just going to show you back the way I came. We've got some toilets in here. So, and then we've got in here, right, so this is one of the things I recorded before I got cut off. Here's the auditorium, the main architecture for the main cinema, because they put a false ceiling up around the 1960s, but they covered up the old ceiling from the old theatre, but it's still here if you look through this little hole in the upstairs section, which I find pretty cool myself. Some old machinery, and then you've got an old record player down there. Some old crap here. There's the old record player. It's quite old, that. Quite old. I don't exactly know much about it. This could have been anything. I don't know what this used to be. Yeah, obviously climb up here. You wouldn't want to step on that. You desperately wouldn't want to step on that. Fire exit, keep clear at all times. All the way from 1992. It's amazing how small little aspects just stay in mint condition, completely oblivious to the state of the rest of the interior. There's another look at the smaller cinema. I'm going to go and head downstairs now. In fact, I'll have a look at that other downstairs section, and then I'll go and explore further into the main auditorium area, showing you the projector and the under section of that. So I'm going to head down here. Obviously you've got all the... Yeah, that's a lot of broken glass down there. If you step on that, you'll wish you hadn't. Obviously I'm wearing shoes, which makes it a little bit better. Sweetened orange juice, sweetened pineapple juice, American ginger ale, bitter lemon drink, and club bitter lemon drink there. Those are really old. Obviously they don't have best before dates. It's that blue one down there. Have to be very careful because of the broken glass. Schweppes grapefruit juice. It's interesting because this place is more or less trapped in time, as Abandoned. If you watch that guy, he described it as trapped in time, and I couldn't agree with that more myself. It is trapped in time, and here we go. This is the main entrance. Right, let's go on. Okay, we can't exactly. Okay, that's still open. Let's see if we can push through here. Right, so we've got to be quiet here because that's the street right there. Let's do it. Right. Yeah. 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 Yeah, they're quite so like straight on it over here. Like they bricked up that other one last year.
Did you manage to get your whole job in the top?
No, I didn't. There's another orphanage not far from here, an orphanage and hospital. I've been in
No, loads.
Yeah. That one.
I've been in there a few times. It's quite good in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's alright.
Yeah.
You just got to start off right.
Yeah.
How many sites are there?
I'm not on many sites.
So what do you do, just video stuff? Or?
Yeah, I just video stuff, yeah, and I sometimes take pictures, yeah. Yeah.
Right. See you next one.
Right. There you go. There's the old Odeon first choice. Some old cans. Sex Pistols. A lot goes on. So yeah, there's some old stuff. Right, I'm going to show you some. Right, we'll have a look in here as well while we're here. Since we're here, I'm going to have a look. Not a whole lot. It's a lot of. There you go, some old flick lights. December 2006. So people were obviously have been in here numerous times over the years. So it is kind of trapped in time, but a little bit of the future has kind of seeped in over the years. Is there anything else in here that I more or less need to show you? Got some newspapers here. This is from, I don't know if it will want to focus. It's a little bit sad that it doesn't really. July the 17th, 1986. As you can see right there. It's pretty cool. It's slightly burnt in the corner. So yeah, it wouldn't focus. It's not focusing at all today on little details. So that is my deepest apologies that my camera's deciding to have a seizure. But there you go. So there's obviously some more seats. Some old papers. A lot in there. There was hose reel. I don't know what that means, hose reel. If you know what hose reel is, let me know in the comments. Obviously it was there. I'm not sure what hose reel even means. Does it mean like a film reel that's coated in a hose? Am I an idiot for saying that? Probably. If you're laughing, I don't blame you. But yeah, I'll show you the upstairs of the up here. I'll show you what's inside here. Obviously this was an old door, but obviously the anti-close thing you know, the thing that makes it automatically close is stopping it from smacking against the floor. It's kind of dangling on that, which eventually that will fall and make a huge bang. Hopefully not while I'm here. The odds of that are significantly low. And yeah, what have we got up here? Obviously I think this is a fire exit that leads onto the roof. Well, a door that leads onto the roof that's been boarded off. Yeah, they board off a lot of these because they know that people have the intention of getting in from the roof, so they climb on the roof and do it that way. Here we go, this is the projector for the main auditorium. Obviously there's loads of film reel down here, all the controls, and there you go, there's the old auditorium. It's not as visible as I'd like. You've got all of the, obviously this is the projector, and it's got, what have we got over here? It's all smashed out over here. Here we go. This was the room I wanted to see, but I never found, probably because I missed it being careless. But I think this has got so many papers in, you could spend hours just going through all of them. Obviously you wouldn't, you'd go through a handful of them like this. Theatre requisition copy from, does it have a year on it? That's not, I don't think it's got a year on it, that one. That's a bit unfortunate. That one's 3rd of June 1959. Obviously none of it's focusing. It's this bottle of vermouth. Got a bottle of vermouth here. Obviously you wouldn't want to be drinking what's left even if you're an alcoholic, I don't even think you'd want to, even if you're an alcoholic, frankly. Has it got a date on it? They don't usually put best before dates on alcohol, because alcohol obviously lasts years upon years upon years. Like you can have, like, it's supposed to taste better over the years, like longer, you know, the older it gets, the better it tastes, that sort of thing. So we'll pick up one of these. Has it got, is there anything interesting on here? Can't exactly see much. I don't know, it's just, I don't know what any of that means. Trez, ads, sales, Dead Poet Society. There could be names of film. Yeah, the title of film, there you go, I just saw it the second I dropped it. That's 1960. That's the 7th of July 1960. There's so many papers in here, it's ridiculous. And some of these are so old and so good. I'd genuinely spend hours in here, in a place like this. 31st of October 1962. What have we got here? Urgent something. It's been ripped up so I can't see what it said. 12th of October 1982. Obviously I've been through a handful of these. There's so many here to see. They're all scattered everywhere across the floor. Like, they're just everywhere. Some of them aren't even anything like that. What the hell is that supposed to be? Some mathematical thing. See if I can open it and get an idea. Not really. And what's this up here? Month. So it's some sort of planner of some kind, maintenance chart. Obviously I don't know what any of that is. It's probably just maintenance on everything in the cinema, but it's had hardly any maintenance over the last few years, so, you know, that's just that just doesn't add up at all. We've got Asda tomato soup, Asda tomato ketchup Asda tomato ketchup, 340 grams, best before, see cap, November 1993. Can't see it, hardly anything. I'll leave it down so it doesn't get knocked over and smashed so other people can see it. There's not a whole lot in here really. There's loads of papers. Obviously, if I was just going to go through them all, I'd be here for hours because there's so many papers all over the floor. I could literally be here for hours. But obviously, because I cycled all the way here from where I live, about 10 miles away, and I don't have any lights to cycle in the dark, and it will get dark soon. I have a time limit for being here. I've got to be out of here by 2:30, and it's currently 1:30, so I've got an hour. I've got to be off in an hour. So yeah, that's about all there is to see in here. There's what have we got down here? It scares me, this. Oh, it's just back down here. There's not a whole lot here. Oh, yeah, we're just back in the main foyer. So you would have come in here, when you came in, you would have got your tickets down there, you would have either gone upstairs and into that screen, or you would have come up here and just gone into there, so they'd have taken tickets round there. That's what I assume anyway. And there's the old window. That would have been the old window back in the day, when the one they blocked off last summer. They blocked that one off last summer. Obviously, that makes sense because scumbags get in basically, and because idiots that can't be responsible for their own safety get themselves injured and try and sue the owners, saying it was their fault. Yeah, if I got injured, I'd just have myself to blame, and I think that's fair. But if you're going to blame the owner of this building for getting injured in here, I think you're kind of a bit ill, really, because it's not hard to see the danger, really. It smells like urine in here. It smells like a combination of really damp, musky, abandoned building urine smell. That's the best way to describe it. And we'll go into here we go. I can turn my light off here. This is obviously a little bit of light made it in here. Obviously here's some more bits of like whatever it is, like some, I don't know what you'd call that. It's just protect the nightclub, that's basically it. Okay, so I'm just going to get some backup footage. I went down here earlier, and there's obviously this here that I'm walking on to protect the nightclub. I'm getting some backup footage in case there's the event that I didn't manage to capture what's down here, like it cut off before then. Obviously there's all sorts down here. Well, not all sorts, but some old lighting. So I don't know what's. Okay, that leads outside. Obviously, there's some old machinery, some old cinema equipment. Obviously, this is what I filmed earlier. If I've got you, if you're watching this, it cut off when I filmed it. But obviously, this here is something for the old cinema. If you know what this is, I've got no clue. And same for all of this. That looks like it could roll some films. And same for that. I don't know what that is as well. If you have any clue what any of this stuff is, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll be interested to know. I don't know what any of this stuff was, and that as well, some old rusty cabinets. I literally have no clue what any of this stuff is. So yeah, I'm going to get a few more pictures now. Such good condition. Yeah, it's every 20 minutes when my recordings end, it doesn't automatically start another one, so I need to be wary of that. Right, how long have I got left in here? Right, I want to be taking pictures at maybe in about 25 minutes or something, 25 minutes maximum. So I'm going to show you what there is left to see. I don't think there's much else to see in here from other than what I've already shown you. I wish I could show you that whole thing. You've got a sort of an idea. Doesn't help with that either. There's polystyrene everywhere. Don't know where that came from. It could be the roof. It could be practically anywhere. Someone might put it there to protect the nightclub. Who knows? It's such a weird smell in here, and it's such a dangerous building. Don't come in here if you're not willing to take care. Obviously I can handle things like this on my own. I can handle things like this. A lot of people can't, like those people. That woman there would have been a bit, she said she would be too scared to come in here on her own. There's a blue toilet. Don't recall ever seeing a blue toilet. This was obviously a toilet at some point, and it's obviously taken a right good beating over the years. That's been on fire at some point. You can see right there, that's been on fire. This part's been on fire. Loads has gone on in here, like people have smashed it up. There's been quite a lot of vandalism over the years. It's a Sprite can. That's October 2007. And there's some vent. I think I've more or less shown you everything in here. If there's something else, I'll start the recording. But yeah, I'll do the outro when I leave the building, I think. I'm going to go and take some pictures now.
Okay, so another fatal mistake I made was I said I'd do the outro when I was in the building. Obviously I forgot to, and so yeah, I didn't. So yeah, I'm going to do it here now. So if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any more of these videos whenever I do them. And yeah, share this video with your friends, family, anyone you know. And yeah, I'll see you all later. Goodbye.